Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base. Get that quarterback and all
On 1st and 10, Barnes got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on 2nd down, Barnes. That's going to be caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Andrew Beck, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And some room to run now. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tony Pollard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barnes. This is caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Switch up, switch up. Mike's 50. 50. Hey, pick it up. Let's go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. This is brought in at the 21. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, it's Elliott. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Switch, go on.
36.
Now.
2nd and 3. And this one's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Too little, Cupcake. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Ricky.
Hey, Echo.
59's Mike. Check, 59. I got one.
Hustle, hustle.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barnes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 18 Gators. Hey, you draw quarters.
Watch safety creep.
Get it.
Now Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Here I come.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's got room. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yellow.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run it with Ballage. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Barnes. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Check. That's what I do.
To throw on 2nd down. Barnes eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
22 jet bomber. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run it with Elliott. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Come on, QB, come on.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On first down, Barnes. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Barnes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Yellow. Let's go,
50. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 24, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Keep playing hard.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Barnes. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Defense wins championships, baby. Shift. Check.
Let's go.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play fake. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Barnes looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Hill. Forced out to his left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run here with Balaj. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Balaj. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
43!
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Elliott. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And again, it's Mahomes. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. They complete it to Hill. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Yellow! Attack, attack!
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Attack, attack!
What you got, Heavy? Recon, 132 fight. Here we go, here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Elliott. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run on first down. Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey.
Here's Elliott. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
It's our time.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on all.